Eric, when you buy a property, what's the biggest problem?
Getting what price to get it for?
Nah, neighbors, man.
Oh,
freaking neighbors, dude. So I bought this property right here for $38,000. But how am I gonna rent it when I got this problem right here?
you got a problem.
Right, first thing you do is you call 311, right? You go file a bunch of code enforcement issues on them. But then if that doesn't happen, you gotta sue them. I got my property. We all know if we don't deal with the city codes, they can do whatever. But what person is gonna wanna live next to this nonsense?
Nobody. I thought this was a vacant house.
And it might be, and if it is, what can I do?
Sue them.
Well, I can also file that abandonment law, right? So we'll find out if it's vacant or not. But if it is, we can do adverse possession, we can do a 501(c) and claim it through the Missouri abandonment law. But if I sue him and he doesn't take care of what he wants, I can put a judgment on that house too. Now, I don't want to sue him, I just want him to clean up his shit.
Just clean your shit.
So I always try to have a good relationship with my neighbors, but if you're not gonna take care of your stuff, you're not gonna have a good relationship with me.
Troy will help you take care of it.
I'll help you take care of it, not physically.
Why does this street feel familiar? I think we came to this street last year.
They all look familiar.
Why do you lock this up like this?
I have no freaking idea. What should I do?
You should just unbolt these two bolts, take this unit off. Nobody has these. These are about 75 to 150 bucks. And you can literally just take them with you and then make sure that truck comes back. Nobody carries these around, steal these kind of trailers, but everybody has a Sawzall. They can take it off.
So you think the better move right here is taking these bolts off because nobody has those types of bolts and they can't.
And nobody has this unit.
Okay.
So once you take that off.
All right, this is getting sent to my contractor right now. Good piece of advice. It has yet to go yet, so I don't want it to go.
I'm his agent. That'll be $150.
Hey, but by the way, this is one of the best pieces of investment that you can make. This is $13,000, and then we don't have to hire dumpsters.
How big is this trailer?
This is a 6-yard trailer. Yeah, we don't ever put dumpsters. No dumpsters.
Unless you got Jeff.
You know what dumpsters are for? The city knows you're over there. Your neighbors are gonna throw all your shit in there, and it means that you are gonna attract negative activity. Who drives around? The city's driving around. They're saying, oh, you got permits, you got this, you got that. We either pitch the garbage in the back and then use a trailer to haul it out. We don't ever use dumpsters, ever, unless I partner with Jeff. But he's got a license. So do I, but we're not using it all the time.
It's going to take more than vanilla plug-in for this one. Ain't that your thing, vanilla plugins, right?
No, but you smell something?
Yeah,
That's dogs, baby. Well, you didn't see this place before, man. That's all coming from the basement.
See how it was before.
You like it?
Yeah, you get used to the smell.
Is this considered a finished basement?
No, dude, it was so funny. My guy didn't even talk to me, and he goes, I go, why you put drywall up, bro? He heard me yell at him the other day. I go, why are you put, he goes, there was 2x4s there. I go, well, I guess now we're finishing it. We weren't gonna finish it, to be honest with you, but we'll just make like this a bonus room, because I don't like to have a water meter down there. He saw 2x4s, he's being stupid, and since it's a rental, he just went to town on it. But I literally, you could ask Danny, I was yelling at him the other day. I'm like, what the hell are you doing over here? Why did you freaking put drywall up? I don't want to finish this basement out.
But so when it finished means it got drywall. That's what it means when it finished basement.
No, I mean, we would have to put like, if we really want to make it finished, we'd have to dig out those to make them accessible. These windows. Egress windows, we'd have to dig them out, and we'd have to put full HVAC system in, but we could finish this out, put a little, like he shouldn't have done it. He saw 2x4s and he thought he was showing off or something, dude. But this is where the dogs were, so this was like full of dogs, all in.
That's why it smells like dogs.
Yeah.
Baking soda. Put tubs of baking soda down here. It gets the smell out.
That's a good tip. Other thing that removes smell, bleach. Bleach works great. If you just dump a bunch of bleach, it get rid of like almost anything. I bet you they haven't even.
That last one I did, the bathroom was disgusting. I was just pouring bleach and baking soda on top of the bleach.
Yeah, sometimes you get a chemical reaction.
Scrubbing the grout.
No, we had pigs in a house I bought one time. They're like, we can't get the flies out. We put all the fly traps. I go, have you tried bleach? And they're like, no. And I bought a little bucket, put some bleach all over the place. Flies are gone, everything's gone. Scent's gone. Maynard, you need to put bleach down here. Okay, it still stinks. Put bleach in that thing, put baking soda all over here, and get rid of it. And I don't know why you finished out this basement. And here's the other thing. You want to see where your contractor screws up? Maynard he needs to be supervised. Watch your step right here. He just got rid of,
a shower down here if you don't want to finish this out.
It's already finished out like that, so that's why he was thinking. But like, why would you drywall this in? And he just removed this. This was here too. Why would you drywall this in when you haven't even removed this? He's working in reverse order. That's why I yelled at him, because he's one of those guys right now. He's supervising his crew, and rather than do the work, he wants to run to Home Depot. So he's just trying to keep busy. And so I told him I'm not paying him for the week.
Is that the furnace?
Yeah, that thing's hammered.
I'm from Florida, so honest question.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You guys.
I've never seen one of those in my life.
Really? Well, that's not what they normally look like.
Okay. This is a flip, yeah?
No. Rental, baby. We like rentals.
This is a nice rental.
You should have seen it before.
Yeah, I can still smell it before.
You got to bulletproof things. Like, this is another thing. So my guy screwed up a lot on the order.
This is temporary. He told me. I asked him, why did you put that ugly?
He's lying to you. It's
No,
not.
he said it's temporary. It's just so they have light.
I do not put ceiling fans in rental properties.
I thought that when
So I came over here. I said, why the hell is there a ceiling fan in
it's
here?
just temporary.
He said it's just temporary because I kicked his ass.
Nice rental. Yeah. Crown molding and ceiling fans.
I think that was already
That was
there.
there.
That was already there. And all that wainscoting.
Yeah, exactly. I walked in, I was like, oh, this is a nice flip.
I've done over 700 flips, bought and sold over 4,000 properties. I can help you do the exact same thing I did. Click the link below, schedule a call with my team, and we'll talk to you about how the Millionaire Mentorship community can change your life for the big time, okay? I'm the best in the business. You can check me out against everybody. We teach Section 8, everything, how to flip, how to do everything, how to get money, how to level up your game. I've bought in skyscrapers, apartment buildings, you name it. If you're still stuck where you're stuck, you're not getting enough cash flow that you need to get, and you want a coach to hold your feet to the fire, make you do what you don't want to do, and build the confidence that you need to be successful in real estate, click the link below. So we had to redo the roof. You know the other thing we don't do in our rentals or our flips, if we can? Gutters. Yeah. Gutters are a waste of money, dude. Yeah. You know engineering, what does water do when you put it in a gutter?
Sits there.
Move super fast to a location.
Yeah.
What's the whole point of gutters?
Well, the whole point of gutters is catching it so there's not like a water stream coming down and hitting you right here.
Okay, but if you have a water stream that goes to one direct source, is that gonna cause more problems?
Could, yeah, it could.
Most of the time.
A true gutter system, you're supposed to come into the ground and then it's supposed to go away from the house into some rocks.
Right, but what do they use? Splash blocks?
They just put it right there and it just pours everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, so gutters are flawed in their whole engineering design and everything like that.
Yeah.
Gutters are a waste of money. I'm not putting gutters on nothing.
I don't add
I
gutters.
thought that was just in Mississippi.
I don't add gutters.
Why would I put gutters on here? That's all, unless you're plumbing it, like just he said, into the ground, gutters are a waste of money. They cause problems. They're like, your water goes to the fastest point, it starts making all these problems around there, and then it like on a splash block, unless you bury them deep.
And when they fill up, it ruins the roof. That roof that I've got in Pump City, there's a bunch of damage on fascia and soffit because the gutters got
even the sheeting.
The gutters got
Gutters
full.
are nothing but a nightmare.
Rather than the gutters, there'd be $2,000 less in damage.
Yeah, get rid of your gutters if you can. On rentals, especially. Well, flips, they might require it by law, like the code is, because some gutter company got a hold of a legislator. Gutters are the biggest waste of money. You know what the biggest ripoff in home improvement is?
What's that?
Gutters.
Really?
Gutters are the biggest waste of money. It's a scheme. What's the whole point of gutters?
To get the water to flow away from the house.
Okay, where does every gutter go?
Down.
That's it. Right. So if your roof actually works and your grading's actually right, what will that do?
It'll
Drain
get
the water away from the
off.
house.
So if you have water going to the fastest amount of space to the one single location, it's causing more problems than it's solving. Plus, what does it also plug up with? Leaves. And then it does what to your roof? Ruins it.
Ruins it.
Gutters are a waste of money. If you're spending money on gutters, you're getting ripped off by the gutter company, the gutter cartel, the gutter mafia. We know who you are. It's true, bro.
We didn't hear about this house. Is this a flip or a rental?
Rental.
You're fixing it up this nice to be a rental.
Hell yeah, we take care of our tenants. That one needed to go all the way. So if it's got to go all the way, the other one doesn't need to go all the way. This one was full of everything, so we went all the way. New roof, it needed all that stuff. The best investment that you can make if you're flipping lots of homes is a trailer. If you're spending $400 a month on dumpsters, you're attracting the cops, you're attracting code enforcement, and your neighbors dumping all their couches. Oh. If you want to do this, you spend $12,000 on this one time. It holds 6 yards of dumpster. You can throw all your trash in there, in the backyard, or in here, and you have no negative activity. Negative activity is code enforcement, you city officials. It's also your neighbors who are dumping their couches and everybody else who's dumping everything else. And it tells everybody what you're doing and everybody wants to come by.
The big orange-green dumpster.
Yeah.
No bueno.
No bueno.
No bueno.
And depending on what city you're in, they could be as much as $1,200.
Yeah.
In Washington State, the people will actually come in, like the, what is it called? Air quality control will come into your dumpster and look for asbestos to fine you. Hell yeah, they will.
I'm gonna call my wife, tell her to get rid of those 2 dumpsters.
The dump trailer is probably the best investment that you could make. And if you're trying to look for the ultimate side hustle and you're trying to get started in real estate, you can haul garbage like we heard from Kyle Landwater and make $1 million a year. Well, probably that's a little bit of exaggeration. You can probably make $400,000 to $500,000 a year just hauling junk.
Yo, so here's a hack that feels illegal to know. You told me you got 350 rentals and you don't have insurance on all of them. How are you doing it?
So I use renter's insurance, okay? The reason that I do that is if I have 350 rentals, the average insurance is gonna be like $1,500 a month. That's $500,000 a year. My houses are costing $38,000. How many of those need to burn down so it makes sense?
A lot.
A lot. So that's why the insurance companies are making money. If I get renter's insurance, and who usually causes the problem?
The tenant.
Right. So if they cause a problem with water, fire, or any sort of thing like that, it covers me as the third-party beneficiary. $8 to $13 a month.
More cash flow.
More cash flow. You can only do that when you own your houses for cash. But you should still get renter's insurance even if you don't have your houses for cash.
If you have notes on them, you can't do that.
You can't do that if you got notes on them.
You got to be free and clear.
Got to be free and clear, baby.
Okay.
But you could have your own notes on them. That's called equity stripping. You know about that?
Jesus. No, never even heard that one.
Okay, so let's say I own this house for cash. I don't want some lawyer to think that I'm a target. So then I start Perry Financial LLC, and I do a note from Perry Financial LLC, so an attorney looks at it, and there's a loan, we'll call it Kearns LLC, which would be a terrible name, from Safe Sound Financial, that I strip my equity to my own other company to protect my
So it
interest.
looks like it's loaded up with debt and nobody wants to come mess with you.
Yes, and I own the debt, so there's 2 separate companies. That's called equity stripping. I know rental properties pretty well. I know.
It's a great way to
You know
protect yourself.
PPC and wholesale way better than me, but I got
Sure,
I
you
know how
got
to.
me on that. Yeah.
Yeah.